The chair has become my best friend since I started having sciatica, and I do a lot of my yoga in the chair. But to start with, we're going to talk about number one is why I put yoga and Reiki together. I think that they're just a natural for each other because they share certain practices like meditation and mantra and mudra, hand gesture, and let's see, what else did I have on here? Here's my little cheat sheet here. Energy work. The most common thing that yoga and Reiki share is doing energy work. And we do energy work through the physical poses and through the breathing practices. So today we're going to blend both together. And the other thing, they're both purification practices, purification of body, mind, and spirit. So they work so well together. So to begin with, we're going to discuss one of the best descriptions of yoga is from a book called the Raja Yoga Sutras. And it was written by, they think it was written by a man named Patanjali, or Patanjali actually could refer to a group of people who wrote a kind of a summary or description of the practice of yoga. This was written probably around 2000 BCE. So that was, roughly 4,000 years ago. But it was also before that, yoga teachers would pass these sutras or threads of information onto their students, and they would pass them to their students. So it could be even much older than that. One of the first sutras, and it's pronounced Yogas Chitta Vritti Nirodha, is all about the mind and what yoga does. And what that means is yoga is the cessation of thought waves in the mind. So yoga, we know what that means. Chitta means mind stuff. Vritti means thought waves. And Nirodha means to control those thought waves. So that it's so simple. That's what yoga is. Everything that we do, from the meditation to the purification practices, we're learning to single focus our attention in one place. And so right now we're going to do a little writing activity. And I want you to just think back to your week and see if you can come up with any chitta vrittis, any mind fluctuations, any mind stuff that maybe wasn't serving you, or maybe it's a relationship or an experience that you may have had that is taking up too much space in your mind. So I'm going to give you maybe 30 to 45 seconds just to write down a few things. And then we're going to do some activities that release those from the mind body. So you can begin. And I'm going to do this with you. You can make a list, you can write a paragraph, you can do some doodling. It doesn't matter how you do it. And when you're through, I think I'll be able to tell. Everybody through? Yep. Okay, so then you're gonna, if it's in a book, you're gonna rip it out of your book and just begin to start tearing it up. Tear it into small pieces. And I'm going to put them in a pile. And when you're through, this has become a ritual for me. I do it a couple times a week. I have a regular journal, but I do this a couple of times a week. So to get rid of what I don't want in my head. So yogas, chitta vritti. I love that. I love those words. Then I'm going to put it in a pile and I'm going to set it aside. So after class, I'll just throw it away. And now I'm going to get to a place where both of you can see most of my body and seated. So you're both seated on the floor. And a little music. To sort of calm and relax us. Is that okay, Allie? Can you hear it? Okay, so let's begin seated, and I want you to just feel the sits bones grounding into the chair. And just start with your palms on your thighs and close the eyes. And become aware of the breath. And let's just start a practice called Kenyoku Ho. It's a Japanese Shinto practice that we use in Reiki to get rid of energy that we don't need anymore. So starting with your hands at your side, you're going to take your right hand or your dominant hand to the opposite shoulder, and you're just going to swoosh it across your body. And then the other side across the body and back to your dominant side across the body. Then you're going to lift up both arms and right hand, if you're right-handed, again, 3 times. So it's twice to the dominant arm, and that's 1 round. Okay, so starting from the beginning again, we'll do the 3 rounds of this. And across the body, across the body, across the body, reaching the arms up, and 2, and 3. Allow the arms to lower. Now add the breath. Inhale, across. Inhale, across. Inhale, across. Reaching up. Inhale, release. Inhale, release. Inhale, release. And down. Last time. Inhale, release. Inhale, release. Inhale, release, lifting arms up. Inhale, release it, release it, release it, and bring your hands down, palms, just resting on your thighs. Close the eyes, and just begin to feel what the body feels right now, scanning from head to toe. Beginning to feel any of the sensations in the body, feeling any energy moving, maybe more specifically, any heat or cold, any muscles twitching, or maybe it's something that's unique to you. And very slowly open your eyes. And let's just rub our palms together. And let's begin to cultivate fresh new Reiki energy. So we're going to bring our arms up, and you want to flex the hands. And then bring the arms toward you, palms facing you, and just draw them down the front of your body. feeling Reiki energy from head to toe. And again, reach the arms up, flexing the hands, close the eyes now, and feel that Reiki energy gathering in the palms of your hands. And bring the arms forward, face them in front, to face your body with your palms, drawing the energy Reiki down. Now we're going to reach up, flex the palms again, feel the Reiki energy in your hands. Now draw the energy from the crown of your head down the side of your body. One more time again, reach the arms up, flex the hands, and draw the Reiki energy down the side of your body. And this next time, we'll do the same thing, reaching the hands up, flexing, feeling the Reiki energy. Now, take it down the back of your body, back of the head, and the arms, and drop them down. One more time, reaching up, stretching the hands, and bringing this Reiki energy down the front of your body. Now just begin to roll your shoulders back a few times. And let's rub the palms together. And just let's bring the palms of our hands to our eyes. And feeling the warmth of your palms covering your hand, covering your eyes. Fingertips are on your forehead. And just begin to massage your forehead, coming up to the hairline and moving across your body, across the forehead in another space. And then to the temples, and just stay in the temples for a second, making little circles. Now down to the jaw. We start to relax these points on the face, and keep moving toward the lower jaw and across to the chin, to the top of the lips, up to the bridge of the nose and the inner eye. These are all meridian points in Chinese medicine. And out to the corners of the eyes, and then over to the ears, and just start pulling on the earlobes. Little tug on the lower earlobe. And take your pointer fingers and put them above the ridge and in your lobe, and just start gently making circles. This is a point close to Shenmen or Spirit Gate. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Now bring the fingertips to the back of the skull and down the neck until you can just allow the fingertips to travel from the back of the neck to the side of the neck, gently massaging, releasing tension from the whole body, feeling it energetically. Now take your right hand to your left shoulder and just begin to move the skin forward. Switching sides, same thing, just moving the skin and muscle forward. And just release the shoulders again. And then bring your right thumb to the center of your left palm and just begin rubbing. This is a heart point. We're working with the yin points on the hand. So little finger would be your heart, middle finger would be pericardium, and your thumb begins the lung meridian. So we just start in the middle of just massage that. And then move down to the wrist, and all around the wrist, we massage all 3 meridian lines. And then switch directions. And then just begin to massage the arm, just actually like you're kneading bread. And then open it and just move energy right down the inside of the arm along all those yin channels. And then come to right above the clavicle, there's an indentation. And that's the lung. And just move across the pectoralis muscles, and then switch hands. So we're going to massage that heart point right in the center. And again, we're doing the yin meridians on the right hand this time. And now move down to the wrist. And I just do a big circle both ways. And then I just begin kneading the top of my arm. And I turn my arm over, and I end by coming down the sacred seam of the inner arm, where these 3 meridians are located. And actually come into the armpit. Get all those lymph nodes in there. And the other side. And then just close your eyes and bring your palms on your thighs and just begin to feel the sensations in the body. Watch your breath. And feel this subtle shift. Taking your right arm, just reach it over to the side on an inhale, and back to your side on an exhale. And inhale to the other side, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. And inhale, and exhale. And then bringing both arms up. So if you're in a seated position, you're just going to do a forward fold. I'm going to do it in the chair. And then just fall forward. I'm just going to drop my head. And inhale back up. We'll take that one more time. Inhale the arms up. And just forward fold. So if I pretend my legs are forward, I'm going to be folding forward. And inhale back up. And now what I'd like you to do is to stand for a minute. And I'm actually going to use the chair. I'm actually going to sit in the chair. But I want you to just take a lunge to the side. A standing simple lunge. So let me show you so you can see my lower body. So just a soft lunge. And just we're going to inhale the arm up in the lunge. And exhale it back down. And inhale the arm up. Either one or both arms. And exhale. Come back to center, and you're going to do another forward fold. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Inhale back up and turn to the other side in a soft lunge. And arms up and down. Arms up and One last time, arms up and down, coming back to center. And now we'll move to the floor. I will move to the floor. You're already on the ground. Let me adjust my computer so you can see my mat. So we're going to start seated forward, and if it's possible, you want to raise your hips above your knees. So I'm going to use a bolster. Shirley, it looked like you were sitting on a hillside, so it might just work for you to sit with your upper body higher than your legs. And Allie, I think you have a bolster. And we're just going to begin by sitting in Dandasana, which is staff pose. From the side, it looks like this. So my shoulders are over my pelvis. My chin is tucked in a little bit, and my spine is straight. And we're going to do a breathing practice called subtle Ujjayi breath. And Shirley, if you can hear the waves lapping against the side of the lake, so see if you can pick up that rhythm and listen to that sound and make your breath sort of follow that same sound. So you inhale, and as you exhale, you allow a whisper to happen at the back of your throat. So we're stimulating the throat chakra. We'll imagine, Shirley, that we're there with you. So as it whispers, it creates a vibration right along the back of the throat. And as it vibrates the throat, it vibrates all the other chakras along the Sushumna Nadi, which is one of the main energy centers in the body, main nadis, energy nadis in the body. And then on an inhale, arms up, and again, we'll take another forward fold. And begin that breathing, that subtle Ujjayi. Only you can hear it. Now draw your left leg in, and I'm going to actually support mine with the block. Inhaling up, exhaling forward, and you basically want to hinge. You don't want to allow the body to drop, but you just want to build a little strength. And when you hinge over, you're actually stretching the muscles that connect to the hip. The muscles, the ligaments, the tendons. Inhaling up, exhaling, switching legs. Inhale up, and again, hinge forward. Release again, one more time, both legs forward. And as you stay in this hinge, I want you to bring your awareness to the center of the eyebrows. We call it in yoga the movie screen of the mind, or actually it's called the Chitakasha, where we can center focus in this place. Your focus, your gaze. And then we're going to come onto our backs. And normally I take, you have a rolled towel. You can do it without. I've got this little buckwheat bolster that I've had ever since I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And I just love it. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to put it right under my bra strap. You can use a roll towel. And actually what works really well is if you cut 1/3 of a pool noodle. That's a great thing. And place your knees together. Feet are pointing toward the center. Arms out to your side. And we're just going to open up the heart chakra. So take the breath now into the back of the heart. Feel the ribs expanding. Subtle Ujjayi breath. With each inhale, the ribs are expanding. Bringing life force, Reiki energy, prana, and moving into the heart space, in and around. Okay, one more deep breath. And you can, if you're using a prop, you can remove that. And place on your back, your feet flat. And they're about as far apart as a yoga mat. And arms are at your side, palms down. And we're going to inhale, windshield, like a windshield wiper. Our legs over to one side. And exhale, back to the other, back to center. Inhale, it's very slow. And exhale. And inhale, and just going from side to side. Steady, smooth. Movement and breath working together. They're finding in yoga research that it's these slow movements connected to the breath that are responsible for engaging the parasympathetic nervous system, which is our rest and digest. And then just come back to center. Now bring your feet about hip distance apart, a little closer to your body, and let's just begin by drawing your right leg in. And the middle of your knee should be at about the center of your cheek. And then just begin to feel this movement. And as you're settling in, become aware of the breath. Become aware of any place in your body that you may be holding. And when you release that holding, you allow prana, life force, Reiki, the key energy to move through your body. And I feel a little tightness in my hip, my right hip where I'm pulling back, so I'm just going to release that. And allow that leg to draw back. Now bring your left leg, your left knee is lined up with your left cheek. So we keep everything in their lane. And body scan. Where are you holding the tension? With the breath, release the tension. And bring both knees in. And now with the flow, exhale them toward your chest. Inhale them away from your body. Apanasana. Exhale them toward your chest. Inhale them away. Slow, very slow. And as you reach them away from your body, now just begin to make gentle circles with the knees. And switch sides. and feet flat. And let's just take the left leg and let's stretch it up, flexing the foot, really extending that back channel of the body. It's the bladder channel. And place the leg down. Inhale the right leg up, flex the foot, lengthening that bladder channel. And place the foot down. And both legs up. A little mild inversion. We're getting redirecting energy. Again, both legs up. And down. Now, left leg over right knee. So let's just begin to massage that bladder channel, the back of the leg. And just cross the knee over, and then we're going to just massage the outside of the leg. And this is the gallbladder, all the way down to the ankle. Just massage that leg. And now take the inside of the leg and over the top of the knee, just begin to massage the inside, which would be the kidney and liver meridians. And back to the calf. Getting any knots, unblocking any stagnant energy. And switch legs. Bring the right leg to the top. And again, we're working on the calf. Now you're going to cross your right over your left and then allow your leg to move on the outside of the leg. So we're getting that gallbladder channel. This can release a lot of tension, not just in the lower leg, but in the tendons in the rest of the body. So it's a great. And again, we're getting hip motion. Now switch to the inside. So it's like I'm turning my knee in a little bit. And then back to the calf. Bringing the right knee to you, just gently either massage, or I like to do a little pounding, drawing this energy back and actually in lymphatic fluid and blood. And the other side, lifting it up. And both legs up. Gentle inversion. You can bend your knees if you want. Even do some circles. At home, you can even take this pose and put your legs up the wall. Inversions are so healthy for redirecting energy, getting it to move through the body, getting it to open channels that need to be opened. And now we can massage these meridian lines out and around. The other direction. And legs down. And then roll over onto your right side. And push yourself up. And we're going to talk about getting into Shavasana and finding yourself a supported position. And I'll take you through this practice, the Reiki self-treatment. So if you have a bolster, a blanket, pillow, bring them close to you. And you can either recline, like I said, you can sit in a chair, or you can recline on the floor. And for me, that's the best way. I usually do Reiki self-treatment at night before I go to sleep. And if I do wake up, I do a few hand positions then. And, 85 to 90% of the time I can get myself back to sleep doing this treatment. It's very powerful. So give me a thumbs up when you're in Shavasana, in your resting pose, and ready to start. How are you doing? Yeah, there you go, Shirley. And then I'll begin. Beautiful. And if you need to support your thighs or your knees, make sure your head's supported, either by a towel or a flat pillow. And begin by rubbing your hands. And remember, Reiki touches light. Your hands can be either on the body or off the body. Your choice. But let's start in with the palms of the hands over the eyes. And just find that natural deep breath into the belly, soft, sort of like the sleeping breath, a little longer on the exhale. And as we do each position, just begin to notice any shifts that may be happening. Although we direct prana and Reiki, Reiki energy can go to where it's needed. And we just observe that. Observe it with a half smile. And then draw your palms over your ears. Palms on top of the head. Either, you can do whatever is comfortable for you. I usually have my fingers pointing to the back. We're activating the crown chakra, Sahasrara chakra. Just observe if you're feeling maybe a temperature change where your hands meet the body. So during this self-treatment, you want to just focus on the place where your hands meet the body. This is very subtle work. And most of what we've done today is actually 6th chakra work, Anya chakra. So bring the hands to the back of the head. Fingertips can be pointing toward one another or sort of crossing, just like you're cradling the back of the skull. Now bring them around the neck. So the palms of your hands will be on the side of the neck, your fingertips, the back of the neck. We're working on the throat chakra, Vishuddha. Now bring your right hand to your throat and your left hand to your heart. We're connecting throat and heart. Heart is Anahata chakra. Beautiful, beautiful green, like the green grass of springtime. And draw both hands to the solar plexus. Reiki energy is love. That's the way that I look at it. Reiki is love. We're taking the time out to give ourselves some very special attention. And tune in through awareness of what's happening. You may feel a twitch, feelings of heat or coolness, tingling. The body has so much intelligence if we just step out of the way. Chitti Vritti Nirodha, calming the fluctuations of the mind. Now bring them just below the navel. And just feel your deep sleeping breath. Belly expanding on the inhale. Become aware of where your hands meet the body. Swadhisthana chakra, the sacral center, the color orange, all about water and movement and flow. Now draw your hands down to the crease between the thigh and the hip, either in the front of the body. Sometimes I do the outside too. Either on or off the body. Muladhara chakra. And moving down to the knees. Hands either on top or to the sides, wherever you feel you need it. And now bring your hands to the back. Feel the palms of your hands on the sacrum. If you're lying on your back, you can just reach the side of the hips, whatever is comfortable. This hand position is probably better suited for to do it with while sitting in a chair. And if you're able to move it higher, you'll actually be able to get the kidneys. Become aware of the place where your hands meet the body. And become aware of any sensations in the body. Just observe them. Now draw your hands to your shoulders. And now, right hand either on the crown or slightly off the crown. Left hand at the Muladhara chakra, at that seam or the crease between the hips and the legs. And we're connecting these two. Visualizing the energy flowing between them. Bring the right hand to the space between the brow, the third eye, or Anya chakra. Bring the left hand to Svadhisthana, to the sacral chakra. So it'll be right at the level of the sacrum. And again, feeling the energy moving between these two chakras. Now draw the right hand to the throat and the left hand to the solar plexus. Again, feeling the energy move between these two chakras. And bring both hands to the heart. Anahata chakra, and just visualize a beautiful, beautiful green. The green of healing energy. And then now bring both hands to the top of your head and just flick away anything that's not serving us like we did earlier in class. imagine you have a blanket and you're just winding yourself up in this cocoon, actually. You can wind it around your body. And again, both hands to the heart. And come back to the breath. Begin to move your feet and your hands. And when you're ready, roll over to your right side and stay there for 3 deep breaths. And slowly push yourself up. Hands to the heart. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. And may blessings of peace surround you. Namaste.